I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Oh, yeah, man. Got a radio show. Do you understand that? I'm telling you, God been big in my life. I'm not going to kid you. I'm telling you, and he'll do the same thing for you. God is a gentleman. You know, I want to point that out to you. God is an absolute gentleman. He will not come in unless he's invited. He don't just barge into your life. He gives us the power of choice. You know, if you say you got it, I don't need you, he lets you have it. If you say, I need you, come see about me, he right there. It's just a real simple thing, man. So I always say to people this: if you've gotten yourself into something, and please know I have, I was stuck. I thought a couple of times, well, might not make it past this one. But then if I don't make it past it, what's going to happen? And then I held on to this little thing that my mother kept talking to me about. She said, sometimes, son, when you ain't got nothing else in you, just hope. She said, just hope it'll be all right. You know, and what I've learned in my life is that hope is the beginning of faith. Hope is just, is there a possibility out there for me? I sure hope something happened. See, hope is okay, man. Because like I say, for me, the way I've lived my life, hope was the beginning of faith. It was just the idea. It's just the thought that something could change for me, that something could be a little bit different for me, that maybe, man, just maybe, for some reason, I could be saved. I could be rescued. Things could turn around. It could head in the other direction. Maybe I could quit messing up. Maybe somebody will forgive me. Maybe somebody will just say, all right, I don't know. But I can't count the times I've been in that position. But then once I hope a little bit, and then I remember also my mother, because she was a Sunday school teacher. She taught me the most valuable lesson I've ever learned in my life. Nothing has been greater in my life than my faith. She taught me to pray. Mama used to say, when it get real dark for you, son, prayer changes things. She said, when you seem like you lost and you can't find your way, stop and pray. She said, because prayer changes things. You know, when you get a point in your life when you've done all you can do and you can't do no more and you just don't know what to do next, she said, stop, son, pray. And combine that prayer with that hope that you got. She said, because that hope is the beginning of faith. She said, if you pray just hoping, she said, if God come through for you, that'll give you confidence that he can do it again. And then after a while, you quit hoping. She's saying you start believing. She said, and that's when you're on to something. If you can turn that hope into belief, that hope into faith, the ability to believe in something that you can't see. But the key, though, to faith is you're believing in something that you can't see. See, hoping a little bit different from me. Now, I'm pretty sure, like I say oftentimes, I tell a lot of people who can explain this thing a lot better than I can to you. But just from my side of it, being as real as I can be with you, see, hope helps, man. If you ain't strong enough to have faith, have hope. And then if you pray with some hope and God answers your prayer, then that hope gains a little confidence. And after a while, that confidence becomes faith. Now it ain't just hoping, but I'm believing. I'm believing in something that I cannot see. Faith has been the key to my entire existence. Even when I didn't have any, it was faith as I look back on it that has gotten me here. And not just faith, but my faith. See, you will only get to where you're going in your life based on your faith. See, a lot of people get the word faith confused. Like, what's your faith? And then they start going down this whole list of all these different religions out here. But really, in essence, man, when I talk to people about faith, I'm talking to you about your belief. How much do you believe in the unseen? How much do you believe in the things you can't see? How much do you believe in the impossible? How much do you believe? See, because faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. Faith is the core of all that is happening to me today. It is the faith that I have in my relationship with God that enables me to just oftentimes, if I stay on the right course and believe a certain way and act a certain way, his blessings just pour. They just come. And it comes in a lot of little ways too, I've started to notice. See, it ain't just, a lot of people think blessings is money. No, man, that ain't it. It's coverage. It's every time my plane lands safe. It's every time they predict bad weather and I get up in the sky and it don't be no bad weather. You know, this is favor. These are blessings that get poured out to me. Somebody call me and offer me something. Not money, but an opportunity. You know, somebody say, hey, man, I don't know, but I sent this to you. I thought you might be interested in it. Somebody will send me a scripture or somebody will send me something. That's favor. And it always comes at a time when I need it the most. That's favor. That's pouring out blessings. Now, I'm also the recipient of a lot of other blessings too. You know, I've been blessed with health. That's amazing blessing, man. I've been blessed with a spirit of not quitting. I've been blessed with the ability to shoulder huge amounts of responsibility. See, blessings come a lot of ways. But once you tie into God, once you tie in and you start doing the best you can do, and you start asking for him to make you a better person, to help shape and mold you into the kind of man or person that he wants you to be, you'd be amazed what God can do with you, man, if you just invite him in and allow him to be a part of your life. I mean, what you got to lose out there? Come on. If you're sitting in the cell this morning, why would you not change? You have a chance to turn your life around with a relationship with God. What you waiting on? Are you going to just keep doing it like that, huh? Really? Come on, man. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you not allow God to be a part of your life so you can get to where he wants you to be? God got some big plans for you. If he didn't, you wouldn't keep waking up.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. It's Las Vegas, it's the 1990s, and it is time to find a husband.
There were 4 Jewish doctors who were felt to be eligible bachelors. One of them was Bob Berenbaum.
On paper, he was perfect, but in reality,
this guy's a wacko.
He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister.
You can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Rise and shine. Give yourself that stretch, that moan and yawn, and sit on the edge of the bed, thank the man, and then you got to get up, get out, and get something. It's that great Getting Up Tuesday. Yes, it is. Uncle Steve is still out on vacation. Nephew holding it down with the beautiful lady Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Montica, and the one and only best play cousin in the world, Kia Junior Boy Spates. We are here.
Yeah.
Good Everybody morning. Good this morning?
Morning.
Tuesday morning.
Hello. Tuesday.
Okay. It's Tuesday.
We're good.
It's Tommy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, however you want to put it, you know. I call it Tommy Tuesday.
Yeah.
What's your favorite taco? How you like your tacos?
Ooh. You know what? I gotta have that sour cream. I gotta have that shredded cheese. I gotta have if I could get a little pinch of guacamole up in there, that'll do me right too. And then I have some salsa on the top of it. Yeah.
And what kind of meat?
Ground beef.
Ground beef.
Okay.
Crunchy or soft?
That's the question.
That's the question.
Uh-huh.
I love the soft spinach, the spinach wrap. I like that. The spinach tortilla.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you fancy. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
like
had
that.
one till now.
They got a nice spinach tortilla, man.
Because we was thinking flour or corn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Spinach.
He took it somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah, y'all Taco Belling up in here. I know what y'all doing.
I'm with you except for the sour cream. I do not like the sour cream.
On your
Why? You think it's sour? You think it's sour?
I don't like sour cream. It's just.
I love sour cream.
I don't like it on my baked potato or anything.
On a baked potato.
I don't know how you can eat a baked potato without sour cream.
With lots of butter, lots and lots of butter. I like the butter, but not the sour cream. That's me. That's me.
I could do without the butter and have sour cream and chives and you let it mix it all up.
I like all of that except for the sour cream.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Now, what about your tacos, though?
Yeah, your taco.
What you like on your taco?
Same thing. I like I like ground turkey, of course. I like the shredded cheese, the lettuce, salsa, all that. The avocado, no sour cream. And I like crunchy.
I could say get to it.
Oh, you like crunchy?
Or soft.
That's what we need to know.
Now, I do like those shells that sit up by themselves. I do like that.
The little boat shells, they call them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love a good crunch.
Yeah, I want tacos now. Tacos Tuesday.
Tommy,
you talked it up.
It's Tommy's Taco Tuesday. Yeah, put all the T's together. Now, don't leave my name out. Just call it Taco Tuesday. It's Tommy's Taco Tuesday.
Oh, you taking credit for that now?
Hell yeah. Taco. Yeah, I'm doing it. I
but
said
you know, LeBron loves Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Now, that's his thing, LeBron James.
Well, he loved Tommy Taco Tuesday. That's what LeBron likes.
It ain't just yours. Yeah, I understand, big man. I got you.
Junior, crunchy or soft?
Oh, absolutely crunchy. Yeah. I'm talking about, I'm biting hard into these tacos.
Yes.
That's
Something
part
about
of
that crunch.
that crunch, man.
It's so dramatic. We need that.
I love
Gotta
it.
have that.
All right. Crunchy or soft Taco Tuesday. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour. Yeah, we love crunchy around here. Run that prank back with the nephew right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
Shirley, this one right here is you prayed for a job. Let's go, cat dog.
Oh, baby.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the Ready to Love Officer Ritalo. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour, our special guest will be Jeff Jenkins. Now, Jeff is the new generation of National Geographic storytellers, exploring the world as his authentic self and inspiring a whole new generation. Jeff will tell us about his brand new show. It's called Never Say Never at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. It is time now to ask the Ready to Love officer. That is the Ritalo and Junior. Here we go, guys. Ashley in Cincinnati writes, I'm 28 years old and my boyfriend listens to this show all the time. He always quotes the men on the show, and when he lies, he says it's to protect my feelings. So can you tell me why it's better to lie to a woman than to be honest? That's stupid. Ooh, I'm with you, Ashley.
Ashley.
Now wait a minute, babe. We trying to look out for your feelings, darling. All right? That's what we looking out for. We trying to, this is a courtesy, okay, to make sure that we protect your feelings and how you feel. We want you to feel good. That's all that is. That's all your man is trying to do, is protect your feelings, okay? So we will continue to lie to protect you.
No, that's selfish, so you can get what you want. Stop. Junior.
I'm not lying for me. I'm lying for her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't do me any favors.
Yeah. That's why we lying. I'm lying for you, not for me. See, I would tell me the truth, but I'm gonna lie to you though. That's necessary. Go ahead, Carla.
So if you get caught cheating and you did the cheating, you are going to lie to me for me?
That is not what you. Wait a minute, Carla. That is not what you saw. I don't know what you think you saw.
Yeah.
You didn't see me
now
cheating.
I'm crazy.
Yeah, that's all this. Yeah.
So ain't nobody ever called Carla Farrell crazy before?
No. Not when I know what I'm looking at.
All right, we're moving on.
Crazy.
Stop all that lying. Constance in Memphis says, I work part-time as a bartender, and my aunt's husband came in the bar with a female, and when he saw me, he walked out. He texted me and said, you didn't see me. I didn't respond. See? So, should I respond and make him sweat a little bit?
No, why?
This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
And you
Why
did not see him. You did not see him. You didn't see him.
He put her in it.
Yeah.
When he texted
Why did he text her?
She's in it.
And what did he text her?
You didn't see me. You know.
Exactly. And she didn't. And that's all we sticking with. That's it.
See who?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
It's not a lie. It's written on paper. You didn't see me.
Okay, let's just go over the facts. When she read the text, she wasn't looking up, so she didn't see him.
Oh, really, Junior?
That's the facts. That's what we got. You didn't see him.
That's deep in the lie right there.
Yeah, you didn't see that man.
I would text
So
that.
should she
Yes,
respond?
I did.
Yeah, should she respond and make him sweat a little bit?
He
That's
should
the
respond and say, you're right. I did not see you.
Yeah.
I thought I did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I did. And here's my Cash App number.
Right.
Ooh, I can't stand you.
I love it.
Any more questions? Or Zelle or Venmo.
No, I didn't see you, but you do see this Cash App number, don't you?
No,
Yes.
yes.
All right. I like it.
Yes.
All
What
right,
we talking
moving
about?
on to-
$50. What we talking about? $50.
It depends on how much.
Hush money is
It's
more
worth
than
to
50.
you, yeah. All right, we're moving on to Marcus in Detroit. Marcus says, I've been married 5 years and we've stopped having sex, and I don't know why. I can hear her toys when I'm in the den watching TV, so I guess she prefers toys over real sex. Do I ask her if I'm doing something wrong, or is this just a phase?
Ain't no damn phase. You doing something wrong. That toy way better than you. You can't, and there's no man that can outlast that toy. I'm just here to tell you. So you, the competition you up against, you cannot win. So you need to have a conversation and ask her what you doing wrong. How can we make this work? Because right now, the toy is undefeated. I'm just letting you
That's
know.
what he wants to know. Should he ask her if he's doing something wrong? Mm-hmm.
And so should she lie to him?
Yeah. What should she say? It's quite obvious.
Now you back on that. Ooh, you being petty up in here.
Petty Betty.
Yes.
Yeah, he been married 5 years, Shirley. He been married 5 years. And then all of a sudden, he just stopped having sex. She just stopped. Just out of nowhere.
Brakes on it, baby.
If you don't get back in there, it's gonna be 5 years without sex. You better start talking. You better find out something, because that's gonna happen. You
Too
messing
late,
around.
Junior. It's too late. Junior, he got his ear up to the door, and there's all kind of noise on the other side of that door. He got his ear up to the.
There ain't gonna be no batteries nowhere in this house. I'm taking everything. Everything gotta go. No.
He all
Take
up against the door. He all up against the door. Was that a blender? What are you doing? Are you making a cake?
Ninja blender.
Is that a blender?
Making a cake in the bedroom.
All this noise. Man.
Baby, is that your new toothbrush? What is that in there?
So
Open
he
this
should
door.
ask her. They need to talk. They definitely
Absolutely.
need to talk. But why wait 5 years?
Yes,
I have no idea.
Yeah. Is this marriage over, or what's the deal here?
Well,
It's open till we finish making this cake. Now, we in here making this cake right now, though.
What kind of cake? A pound cake. All right.
Yeah. Upside down pound cake.
Yes. All right, last one, guys. Last one. Joanna in Tacoma says, my husband and I are renovating parts of our house, and he hired a sexy female painter to paint the kitchen and our powder room. I rearranged my workday so I could be at home when she's there painting. He called me insecure. But why does he care if I'm home or not? Did he want to be alone with the painter?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. You need to get on back to work, okay, and focus on what you're doing at the job, all right? You can't be down here messing up your job just because you look, I got this paint. You stay at your job
That's
and do
the
what you got
problem.
to do, okay? And let this lady paint in peace. We don't need all that in here, all right? She need her space. All
Why
right,
are you defending this woman? Why
I'm here to assist this lady and give her what she needs. If she need new brushes and you need them brushes cleaned out and everything, her coming home is just you in the way. We don't have it's not room for 3 people in here. Okay, it's you don't. When you do painters, you do them in 2s. We don't need a 3rd person in here.
Why would he call his wife insecure? Why?
Because she at home now in the way of the paint lady.
Yeah.
So that makes her insecure?
Most people who are insecure do not rearrange their whole work day. Okay?
Thank you.
That's it. That lets me know you insecure because you got to be here too. Listen, it's just painting going on in here. Now some of the paint may get on me and some may get on her, but we painting in here. That's what we doing in here. Now you have to go back to work now. You have to. But she's coming here this morning. Again.
It's her house. It's her house. She can supervise now.
Go back to work and work on your promotion. Go.
Oh, okay. Well, the next time, if it were me, she would be fired.
Yeah.
Painter.
Yeah. And bring a sexy male painter in. How about that?
Yeah.
Painting here. Not here.
Now who's insecure?
Paint with a shirt off and all those muscles.
Look at Tommy's
you ain't
face.
gonna be in my house, baby boy,
See?
painting up in there.
Oh, you're so insecure. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have Jeff Jenkins, star of Nat Geo's show Never Say Never, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. It's Las Vegas, it's the 1990s, and it is time to find a husband.
There were 4 Jewish doctors who were felt to be eligible bachelors. One of them was Bob Berenbaum.
On paper, he was perfect, but in reality,
This guy's a wacko.
He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister.
you can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
How Rude, Tanneritos is the Full House Rewatch podcast you've been waiting for. Each week, get together with iconic characters Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler, also known as actresses Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber, as they team up to relive every episode of your favorite Friday night comfort show.
We spent our entire childhoods on a little show called Full House, playing frenemies, but becoming besties whenever the cameras weren't rolling. And now, 35 years later, it's our biggest adventure yet.
Get ready for Jodie and Andrea to tell all as they take an in-depth look back at life in and around the Tanner home from the very beginning. So if you think you know everything there is to know about Full House, how rude.
We'll be reliving every moment with you, and we'll be joined by our Full House family, including all your favorites from 192 episodes. We'll reveal the hidden treasures you may have missed within the show, and we'll take a trip down memory lane together.
Listen to How Rude Tanneritos on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, we got a special guest. Joining us today is a travel journalist that lives by the old saying, life begins where your comfort zone ends. And in his new National Geographic show, he travels the world testing the limits of his physical ability throughout his global exploration. On the show, he learns not just about the world, but also about himself. Let's get to it. Find out more about Never Say Never. Please welcome to the show for the first time, Mr. Jeff Jenkins.
Welcome.
Good morning, everybody.
What's going on, Jeff? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm great. I can't believe I'm talking to nephew Tommy. That's crazy.
Man, let me tell you something, boy. This is a special interview for us, man, because, you know, we know and love your daddy, boy. We love your daddy.
Yes.
Come on. Your daddy, your pops is also known Jeff Jenkins. He's a chef and recently retired from Disney, which is where he took care of our whole team. Every time we stepped foot in Orlando, that man took care of us. So welcome, brother.
Man, appreciate y'all. Oh, he can, you know. Man, I thank y'all for his support too. I mean, he loved y'all every time y'all came in.
Yes, sir. So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about Never Say Never. You're a travel journalist and an influencer. In your new show, you explore Iceland, Vietnam, New Mexico,
Patagonia,
Japan, yep, Brazil.
Wow. So what inspired you to do this show?
Well, you know, for me, first of all, it was just me getting the show. I was already doing this, So I have Chubby Diaries. That's my online platform on Instagram, social media and stuff. And my whole goal was to help chubby people travel the world because I have been traveling. I didn't get on my first plane ride until I was 20, and I went to Japan, and that's where I got bit by that travel bug. And for 17 years, I just kept traveling and going to 45 different countries since. And I realized there was nobody that was doing the stuff that I was doing, and I realized that representation matters. And so when people see themselves represented, they'll get out there and do it too. So I wanted to try stuff that you don't see a lot of fat black people doing.
Jeff, what you doing out there, man? What you
So I'm literally just out there like exploring, and some of it is stuff that you don't see just people of color doing. Period. Like I climb a rock face that's 70 feet up in the sky with just my hands and my feet. I had a rope, but still, with my hands and feet, I don't know anybody even remotely my size that has ever. I've never seen anybody do that. White water rafting with Class 5 rapids.
Oh, you know we don't do that.
What?
Come on now.
Nothing with water, Jeff.
Black people ain't white water rafting, man.
Or climbing 70-foot mountains and rocks.
You climb how high?
70 plus feet of that mountain. I feel like I'm built different, I can tell you that. But, I mean, I definitely train. A lot of people don't realize that. Like, I trained to be on this show and made sure that I could at least be able to do this stuff. But I've been doing this now for years. So it's just like the more activity, the more I'm out there. Is really changing people's paradigms and shifting people's paradigms and like the stigmas around what larger people can do in the outdoor space.
Oh my God.
Jeff was on a glacier.
I was.
See,
right there, black people don't do that either.
Black people don't do that.
Now you black in the cold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I saw one black person in ice that whole time I was looking too. I was like, hey, y'all see some black people? It was like last person in here was Will Smith. That was it.
All right, so tell me this: what's a glacier like? What do you? What's the experience?
You know what? It was cold, but it feels like a big mountain. Like it doesn't even feel that you're on something that's moving because it's just so massive. But the one thing that was like they gave you the heebie-jeebies is they had all those crevices, like the cracks in the ground, so you can literally just walk and just see these massive like crevices, holes in the middle of the ice, and then that's when you realize this ain't a mountain. This is a block of ice, a massive block of ice, and so you can just see straight down. If you fell in, you possibly could die or get seriously injured. And so yeah, that was the tough part about that. But it was a lot of fun. They have those hiking boots.
Now, how big is the crack? How big is the crack in the ground?
Oh man, they vary in size. Some of them can be small. Some of them can be literally 50 feet down, easily.
Wow. When did you realize, man, that you love to travel? When did it hit you? When did you get this traveling bug?
You know, I mean, I was traveling before, like in the car. My pops actually used to take us from Orlando to Camden, New Jersey. Shout out to all my people up there. So I used to love like those road trips. But man, once I got in that airplane, and I was like, wait, you're telling me I can go from Atlanta to Tokyo in 11 and a half hours faster than it takes to go from Orlando to Camden? Like, oh man, I'm sold. I'm sold. I can be in another continent, another country that quickly. And then being there, you start realizing, like, wow, you can start comparing life. You can be like, oh, man, y'all do stuff different. Like, America's not the only country in the world. Being in college, traveling, I didn't even know a lot of black people at that time that was traveling because social media wasn't even out yet.
But, man, listen, It's been good to talk to you, brother. When can we catch the show?
You can catch it every Sunday on National Geographic TV, and you can stream it now on Disney Plus and Hulu. Never Say Never with Jeff Jenkins. The best new show on TV. I'm claiming it.
Yes. We miss you. We wish you much love, man. But keep your ass off that wall, though. Here.
I need one of y'all to come with me. Come on.
Tell your daddy we said hey.
I sure will. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all again.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll talk about splitting the bill at a restaurant right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, let's do this. We actually talked about this the other day when we saw it trending on TikTok. What do you do when someone invites you to dinner or birthday dinner celebration and people order way too much? How do you split the bill? They ordered all this food, all these drinks. You only ordered maybe an appetizer and one drink. How do you evenly or fairly divide the bill?
Yeah, because they were going off. Yeah, they were going off. They were telling the people in dinner party, you doing too much. You ordering lamb chops.
Lamb chops is too much now? Wow.
Well,
what happened?
Like, I hate separate checks. You know what I mean?
No.
I hate that because it looks tacky to me. But I'm always eating with some boys that's ballers. We always just throw our card in and we just split it down the middle. You know, if you got 5-6 brothers eating, or if it's 5-6 dates, we with our wives. The guy's gonna throw our card in. We're gonna split it up. And that's it. Right. But now when you got one that's out of control, we got to put a little bit more on his card.
But what about this situation? It's a birthday dinner, Tommy. It's your birthday. We're all out eating. It's a group of us. And it doesn't matter if you're a baller or not. Everybody's ordering what they're ordering. And some people are just ordering market price, the most expensive things on the menu, lobster, and they going all in. And you don't, but wait, let me finish. And you don't order that much. You may have, a few cocktails, this, that, and the third. So when the bill comes, there's this one bill. So let's just say, yes, you say you hate splitting the check, but it's this one bill. Should I have to pay for your order of lobster if I know I can't afford it? I didn't order it for myself. So if I know I can't afford it, shouldn't I just have to pay for what I ordered, my part of it?
Let me tell you something.
And the birthday person contribute my part for them not to eat, he or she not to eat.
The person,
you see what I'm saying? That makes sense.
The person that orders with that when they got that MP out there to the side,
market price.
Once you see no numbers, you just see two letters MP. When you see that, then guess what? That person needs to say, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna get my own separate bill because I'm finna do my thing up in here right now." That's what that person needs to do.
But they don't usually do that. That's the problem. They don't usually do that.
We're gonna start doing it at the table because as soon as I get the bill, I need to know who had the MP market price. Just start running down everything. Okay, cool. Who had the flounder?
You gonna go down the list?
Yeah, I'm going down the list. I'm not gonna sit here and pay for all of that.
That's what I mean. So that's what that argument on TikTok was about. Yeah. It was big. It was a big party. Yeah.
Who had the loaded baked potato with caviar for $300? Who did that?
Because we need to figure this person out. That's not something we should be paying for.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right. Well,
order what you can pay for. Is that the moral?
Unless you discuss this beforehand. Yeah. All right. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we're going to share some things that today's Generation Z, are missing out on right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, whether you grew up in the 80s, 90s, or even the 2000s, we can all agree that things are very, very different now. For better or for worse, there are some things that from that time period that today's generation just won't get to experience. And here are a few thought starters, and you guys jump in and add what you think Generation Z is missing out from your generation. Being unreachable sometimes. We didn't have cell phones and we didn't have social media. We didn't have text messages.
I love
growing
that.
Up. Yes. Compared to now, going to a live concert, seeing Luther in concert and all of that. Going to a live performance without millions of phones in the air. Like blocking your view and all of that. So see, those are some of the things that we had that they don't have now. It's normal to them, but we know better times or different times. What do you think, Junior?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, absolutely. It was different. I mean, it wouldn't put your phones. It would put your hands up, not your phone. Yeah. Put your hands up.
Throw your hands
go up.
Like
now they're putting phones in the way.
Yes.
And it wasn't there was no communication as far as you didn't have no phone when you was outside playing. Your mama just screamed down the street and told your black butt to come on home. That's what it did.
Yeah. No texting. You had to talk face to face.
No.
None of that. Or on the phone.
You had to come knock on my door and find out if I was in there. Yeah. Come knock on the door. Is Junior in there? Yeah, I'm in here. That was it.
You could close your bedroom door. You could close your bedroom door.
And if you're riding around, you got to pull over to a payphone and put a quad in there and make that call. That's what you got to do.
That's right. Speaking of phones, remember those long phone cords you used to have growing up? On the phone on the wall.
Oh, we had a long one too, boy.
A long one. You could go outside.
Boy.
Go in your room.
Outside the backyard on the phone.
On a serious note, though, with the kids, though, this generation, the whole, I guess you could talk about the whole bullying thing. When it happened at school. It was what it was. We dealt with it. But now, can you imagine? It's that at school, social media, it just lives forever. It seems like it's just this generation right here. Or if you make a mistake. A lot of people didn't know about it.
You fixed it.
You fixed it.
Imagine if we had social media back then.
To blast our mistakes.
Because we made them. We made them. We were all young. Yeah, we made them before, for sure.
Yeah. You know what I think is different, though?
What?
And a buddy of mine, we were talking about this the other day. We always talking about, make your kids go outside like we used to be outside all the time, right?
Outside.
But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I swear, I think it's hotter than it was when we was growing up. I don't think it's hot.
It's been all in the news. Yeah.
It's hotter than ever.
Man. Yeah. Talk about global warming. It really is. And it's a different kind of heat. Yeah. It's because we could stand it back then. Now
we played in it.
You can't
played in it.
Yes.
Now I got to send the boy out there with a big thermos, and he got to have water.
Hydrate. Yes, for sure.
And you have water from that water hose. You have no water bottle.
Come on, you have to go to the water hose.
Right.
And you got to know how to work it too.
You understand how much.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to let that hot water run out.
Our parents did to us, man. They just like stuff like Tom be outside playing, and then all of a sudden you hear your name and they call you, Killer One, and you run all the way back in the house. They say, turn that to channel 11 for me. What the hell? The kids these days don't never have that. The kid today changed the channel from outside.
Yeah, on their phone.
On their phones. That's right.
Yeah.
What about bikes? Do kids ride bikes anymore? I hardly ever see kids. I hardly ever see that, though. Not as much as we used to.
No, let me tell you, they ride bikes. We'll talk about it later. Let me tell you about these bikes with this boy.
All right.
And the helmets.
Thanks, guys. Coming up next, the prank phone call for today with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, why did he keep calling out his ex's name? What? We'll get into that in just a few. Because right now it is the nephew with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
This right here is your son is going back to pre-K.
What are you doing?
Your son going back to pre-K. He didn't do good in pre-K. It is what it is, folks. Okay? Y'all got to do better at home. You parents at the house, do better with these kids. Y'all not doing y'all's part. You give it to the teacher, think that's it. Your child going back to pre-K, that's all it is to it. Let's go, cat dog. I don't want to hear nothing else about it.
Hello?
Yes, I'm trying to reach Miss Thomas, please.
This is Miss Thomas. Who is this?
My name is Mr. Stapleton. I'm actually the principal over at elementary school. I'm looking at my records indicating that your son, Thomas, is going to be starting his first grade.
He's ready. My baby's ready.
Right. Listen, Miss Thomas, I've been going through actually all of the children's records that will be starting school, and I'm looking at your son's grades from his kindergarten year.
And he did good.
Well, no, not exactly. I mean, there's been a few, I actually spoke with the teacher who he was under in kindergarten. And it seems like he just really wasn't up to par as the rest of the children.
Now his conduct. Now he talks, but he gets his work. So what else is she saying on that ain't right?
Well, what it seems to be, ma'am, is that his grades weren't up to par as the rest of the other children. She did tell me he was a disobedient child.
No, he's disobedient and talking two different things. Come on.
Okay. Well, ma'am, listen, what we've decided here is we're going to let little actually do another year of kindergarten.
Oh, no, y'all ain't going to let him do another year of kindergarten. No, sir.
Ma'am, that's the only choice I have after looking.
No, we got our letter in the mail with our report card the week after school started, and it said on the back, promoted. And if I got to get up off this couch and go get it, I'm going to be off, because I'm telling you right now, we will be in the first grade. Kindergarten wasn't that hard. I'm not sure what they told you about him, but it must be the wrong.
Well, ma'am, from my understanding, he doesn't color as well as the rest of the kids. He's all out of the lines when he colors. He doesn't know his numbers completely, and that's kind of what we need when you first come into the first grade.
No, when I can show you on this paper, he did satisfactory all the way through. Now you about to me off, and I'm already sick, calling me with some about my son flunking kindergarten. He ain't that kind of
He does not color well, ma'am.
Listen, coloring ain't got nothing to do with the daggone kindergarten. He is going to the first grade, and I'll be down there on August 24th.
Ma'am, I will not be able to allow you to get into school on August 20th.
I'm sorry, mister. I'm sorry. And I'll tell you what, let me go in and get my pencil and pen, because I don't live that far from this school, and if y'all already down there causing some conflict, I need to get up and go down there, because I'm not telling my baby when he come home today that he ain't going to the daggone first grade.
Ma'am, I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to refuse education from him on August 24th.
You know what? I just went back and put him in public school. I know that was a mistake in the first place. Fooling with y'all talking about some coloring. Give me your name again, sir.
Stapleton, ma'am.
And what's that number down there?
The number here is actually area code.
Wait a minute. I got the number. Never mind. I pulled up this report card. I got the number and your name on the back of this paper. I tell you what, August 24th, we'll be coming in there going to school, and I might make a trip around there this evening when I come from the doctor.
Ma'am, the bottom line, ma'am, is I'm not going
to hear that. Colin ain't got nothing to do with nothing else.
But it's not only coloring. His arithmetic is bad.
I'm sorry. No,
Are you working with him at home? Are you doing anything as a parent?
I work with my son at home every day. What you trying to say? I'm an incompetent parent?
I'm just asking, as a parent, are you working with your child?
Yes, I'm working with my child every day. He can read better than you, probably.
No, he can't read better. I'm the principal.
He can read better than you, because obviously you read that wrong on that paper that he's supposed to be going back to kindergarten, when I know the paper said from his going to the first grade, and I'm not listening to no more of this about him going backwards. Now, if you got a problem with your paperwork, maybe you need to go talk to your secretary or somebody in there that wrote my baby name down.
Your son's name, Thomas, ma'am.
I know it ain't him, baby. I know it ain't him. You're not going to sit up and tell me my son is flunking kindergarten. He is not going back to that kindergarten.
Don't bring your son down here August 24th. Do you hear me?
I tell you what, be ready to whip me and my husband. But we will be down there August 4th. Backpack, shoes, uniform, everything. You hear me?
I will not be able to allow him an education.
Are you down there right now? I will come down there right now and make that correction on that paper for you.
Can you bring
my baby is not going back to no kindergarten for no coloring.
Can you bring him down here and let him color for me so I can...
You talking about coloring, arithmetic, and all this stuff? No, No, I'm sorry. We will be down there August the 24th. I will have this report card in my hand that says you have been promoted to the first grade, and he's going to have a smile on his face, and so are you.
I got one more thing I need to tell you, man. Are you listening to me?
I'm listening. You ain't saying nothing yet. You better say something that sounds like the first grade, because I'm not playing. I would go down to this daggum administrative office, and I had fired, because my son will be in that first grade.
Who are you raising your voice at? Who are you raising your voice at?
I'm talking to you. You talking crazy to me. I'm talking crazy to you.
What?
I'm a grown woman. I don't need to be explaining to you why I'm trying to defend my son.
Did you graduate?
Honey, I am a college degree person. I have a great job. My husband and I do well for ourselves and for our children, and that's why we know.
You're not even at work right now, man.
Listen, I'm sick, fool. I told you that when you called here. Waiting on the doctor to call me now. I'm probably missing my phone call.
Can you color? Because your son can't color.
Can I color? What kind of question is that to ask me, can I color? What are you, white or black? You asking me, you ask me, am I colored?
No, I asked you, can you color? Like, your son
I hear some racist lines in there, can you color? No, My coloring and me being colored ain't got nothing to do with none of this. Is this a race thing?
No,
you trying to make sure you send him back?
No, I'm not trying to send him back. I want to send him back to color, to get his coloring together.
I tell you what, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And if you are the head person down there now, you are incompetent and you are an illiterate. Call me and tell me that my son has to go back to the first grade.
I got one more thing. You know what?
Me mixed up. I tell you what, I'm through with this conversation.
I'm through with this. I'm going to say one more thing, and I'm going to be out here. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend, Felicia.
I'm going to beat Felicia's I am going to beat her mother. You about to get tore out the frame. I mean, I'm writing numbers and everything. And I'm recording everything. I'm going to beat her because she know I don't play when it comes to my kids. Okay, that's all right.
All right, babe. One more question now. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
Come on here now. Y'all better get some praise and prank up in here this morning. Come on.
Pranks. What are you doing?
Going back. If I got to get up off my couch, and I'm sick. I don't feel like this right now.
Yeah.
You gotta hit them parents where it hurts, baby. That's with their children. Nashville, Tennessee. The nephew coming to town, baby. That's this weekend. Get ready. Cashville, Nashville. D-Hop, what's up, baby? Yeah, man, I heard you done left Houston and you in Nashville. We down there at the same time. Man, come on, get your laugh on and have some fun, all right? Yeah, come on, hang out with your boy, all right? Nashville, Zany's, baby. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Nephew coming to town. Tickets on sale right now. Now, laying in the cut, I done told y'all before. August 12th, New Orleans, Louisiana. Laying in the cut, August 19th, Greenville, South Carolina. Laying in the cut, August 25th, 26th, Friday and Saturday, Washington, D.C. at the Howard Theater. Okay? That's all I'm going to give you right now. All right, I know y'all want to know, the traveling jokesters out there. Okay, so I done gave you your dates. When I hit your city, just be there. Okay, New Orleans. If you're in New Orleans, August 12th, if you're a relative of callers, I do not have tickets. I don't work at the box office. I don't do that.
She already told him she can get tickets. You know that.
I need 10.
Oh, 10. Oh, look at 10 seconds. We out of here. Look at the time.
Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. The subject, why did he keep calling out his ex's name? We'll find out right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. It's Las Vegas, it's the 1990s, and it is time to find a husband.
There were 4 Jewish doctors who were felt to be eligible bachelors. One of them was Bob Berenbaum.
On paper, he was perfect, but in reality...
This guy's a wacko.
He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister.
You can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
How Rude, Tanneritos is the Full House Rewatch podcast you've been waiting for. Each week, get together with iconic characters Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler, also known as actresses Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber, as they team up to relive every episode of your favorite Friday night comfort show.
We spent our entire childhoods on a little show called Full House, playing frenemies, but becoming besties whenever the cameras weren't rolling. And now, 35 years later, it's our biggest adventure yet.
Get ready for Jodie and Andrea to tell all as they take an in-depth look back at life in and around the Tanner home from the very beginning. So if you think you know everything there is to know about Full House, how rude.
We'll be reliving every moment with you, and we'll be joined by our Full House family, including all your favorites from 192 episodes. We'll reveal the hidden treasures you may have missed within the show, and we'll take a trip down memory lane together.
Listen to How Rude Tanneritos on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
You heard what she said. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter. I'm sorry.
Thank you, nephew. Subject: why did he keep calling out his ex's name? Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband and I have been together for 3 years, and we eloped recently in Vegas. He was married before, and he has 2 teenagers with his ex-wife. The kids were very upset that they weren't invited to our wedding, and they've been yelling at my husband every chance they get. I heard his daughter yelling at him on the phone, and I took the phone to try to calm her down. Her mama got on the phone too and told me to stop talking to her child crazy. I did no such thing, and my husband defended me, so that irritated his ex-wife to no end. They yelled and screamed on the phone for an hour, so I went and got in the bed. He came to bed later, and he was drained. As he tried to explain exactly what happened, he kept calling me his ex-wife's name. I knew he was upset, so I waited until he stopped ranting, and I told him that if he called me his ex-wife's name one more time, I was going to bust his head. He apologized and poured us some wine. He got comfy, and I started doing a little something to him to help him relax. As I was doing what I do, he called me his ex-wife's name again, and I stopped instantly. I told him what he said, and he said that it wasn't what he said. He said I was hearing things because I had a lot of wine. I know what I heard. Even if she did, that would have sobered her up right away, right? She said, I know what I heard. He cuddled up next to me and begged me to finish what I started, but I could not get past him continually calling me his ex-wife's name. He did it when he was mad, when he was being pleasured. And when he was being pleasured. Why was she still on his mind? Was it a simple mistake several times, or is she uppermost on his mind? Ooh, your husband is in trouble, okay? You would think that after 3 years of being together and now being married to you, you would think that he would remember your name, that he would be able to remember it. What's the problem? Especially during an intimate moment like that. But I think here's what the issue is. This is where it gets a little crazy, because it could have been an honest mistake on his part. I mean, you know, it could have been. He was arguing with her for a long, long time. It got ugly with all of the yelling and the screaming. He probably felt some kind of way, you know, because he did run off with you and get married. And all that was probably still in his mind. You know, he was still heated about it. So the fact that he tried to gaslight you is the problem here. He tried to say that you were hearing things because you had a lot of wine. What? Come on now. Like you said, you know what you heard. I don't think, you know, it's that she's so uppermost in his mind. I think she's in his life because of the kids, of course, and life is a mess right now because, again, he ran off and got married to you. They were mad because they weren't in the wedding, all of that due to the elopement. And that's what he needs to fix, if he can. He'll also always have problems with them if he doesn't, and he's going to continue to have problems with you if he doesn't fix this situation. Fix the problem that you created with eloping and all of that with the kids. Fix that, and then maybe you won't be calling your new wife your ex-wife's name. What are you doing? That's not right. Tommy?
You stop pleasuring in the middle. That's what's bothering me more than anything.
You're so selfish.
Okay, now that's just selfish.
No, you
all right?
are.
That's mean, and it's just selfish. For you to just stop like that. All right. Now the man going through some things. He's had some ups and downs, and now you're trying to help it out, and then all of a sudden you're gonna stop. All right. Now, Kim, listen, you're going to have to get this. What?
You play too much.
Look, I'm just saying, I got a lot on my mind right now, Kim, and you're going to have to understand I'm just going through. Okay? And I don't mean no harm to what's going on. Now, if we can't get past this is what we're going to have to do. we're going to have to get you some headphones and put them over your ears until I get past these two names, okay? I mean that. Put some headphones, some beats. We're going to get you some beats. We're going to get you something. So that way you won't be hearing what I'm saying, because I know I'm saying a lot of wrong stuff. Okay, Shamika? I mean, Kim, do you understand where I'm coming from? Okay? That's all I'm asking you. That's all I'm asking you. Please. Jesus. I don't mean no harm. I will get you a name tag, okay? And I'll put that on you. I will get you some shirts, and I will put Kim on there. Okay, okay, Kim? I will put that on there. We ain't been married for 3 years, and we did it down in Vegas. You know we did this quick. You know we did that.
Yeah.
You know that.
Pleasure off. He'll remember.
You know that. You know I just can't remember your name like that all the time. I'm sorry. All right? But don't ever stop in the middle of pleasuring and then taking care of me. You don't never stop that because you upset about something. Okay? You stay focused. You understand that? You stay focused and continue with what you're doing.
Stop the pleasure. He'll remember her name. Okay.
Oh, Shamika. Kim, stop. You take it too far, baby. You know what I mean?
Okay, Tommy. Junior, it's your turn.
You know.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't.
Confused the two of us. No, I'm be honest with you, and I really mean this, and I'm just going to say this, and this is important.
We're going to let you start. And then
this is
finish.
where lying is important. You have to deny. You did not say that woman's name.
He tried that. Yeah.
No. Stay on it. So don't give up after the first try.
All right, stop right there. Hold your response. Hold your response. We'll have part 2 of the Strawberry Letter for today at 23 minutes after. The subject is, why did he keep calling out his ex's name? Why? We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's time to recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, why did he keep calling out his ex's name? A woman wrote in. She and her husband have been together for 3 years. However, they eloped recently in Vegas. He was married before. He has 2 teenagers with his ex-wife. And the kids are really upset that they went out to Vegas and eloped. And they're mad because they weren't invited to the wedding. So they yell at their dad every chance they get. Now, the new wife heard his daughter yelling at him on the phone. So she took the phone just to try to calm her down, she says. Then his ex-wife got on the phone and told her to stop talking to her child crazy. She says she wasn't talking to the child crazy. And then the husband got on the phone, the ex-husband, her current husband. He and the ex-wife got into a big argument. And then after that, he kept calling his new wife his ex-wife's name. So, they got home. She thought things were calm. She started doing something that he likes to pleasure him. And even in that, he kept calling her his ex-wife's name. So then when she checked him on it, when she called him on it, he said, oh, you're just, you're tripping. You think you heard that. You just had too much wine. Yeah. And what she wants to know is, was this a simple mistake for several times, or is this ex-wife uppermost in his mind? Junior?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Stay on your line, man. You was doing good. Don't give up the first time. She fight back with it. You did not hear that. That is not what you heard. Now, I'm with Tommy on this. Now, the problem we have is you stop the pleasuring. You have to keep this. See, the pleasure, Shirley, the pleasuring will help everybody. It will calm this whole situation down if we just can finish. Okay, well, I'm telling you, you did not hear me call you my ex-wife's name. You never heard that. Now, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do to help the situation. I know Tommy said, hey, get you some headphones, but we're going to get you, I've already ordered them, we're going to get you some hearing aids. They coming in today.
Off Amazon?
Yeah, Amazon bringing them by today. You get them same day. You finna get these hearing aids. Put these in, because you clearly can't hear. Now, I never said Belinda's name. I never said it.
Belinda?
No, I never said that. Okay, now, your name Melinda. See, you can't hear the M and the B. Okay, now Melinda, I did not say Belinda. Okay, I said Melinda. Okay, now you over here hearing things. Get these hearing aids in. I just bought you. They here. Put these in, because that's what the problem is. Now let's get back to the pleasuring part. That's the most important thing here. Forget them kids. We married now. You have to argue with them. Listen to me, Melinda. Them Belinda's kids right now. We married. Okay? Now, you did not hear. That's all I know. And Tommy, that's what you got to stay on. Stay on your lie, man. That's it. Now, their names is already close. Of course you're going to hear something different, because I'm mad too. You mad too. We all mad. So you think I would say that, but that's not you. I know my wife named Melinda. Now, that was Belinda's kids over there, and they mad. So don't think this what you heard. You didn't hear that. That's all I can say.
So that's how he can fix it.
He fixed it. It's fixed.
Sticking with
that's
his
it.
lie. The gaslighting lie.
Stick with the lie and get them hearing aids in there. Just order them and make her wear them. Now, her hearing probably already good, but put these in, because you clearly didn't hear it. Yeah.
But Junior, wouldn't it be better? You know them headphones they have, the people when they working at the airport and they bringing the planes in, you know what I'm saying? That just completely cuts it, just cuts noise all the way off. Why don't we just put them on her and tape them on, so that way it can't come. Now she can't hear a damn
sexy in the
thing.
bedroom. Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
Now she looking like she bringing in a 737.
Right.
Yeah. Now that's how you pleasure something. See, that's how you pleasure.
That's what's most important. Is you stopped.
Or she can call him by her ex's name.
Why would you do that?
She could do that.
Why?
In the middle of pleasure, I don't care what the hell you call me. And honestly,
Jerome.
I don't care what you call me in the middle of pleasure.
Stop the pleasuring. She'll get his name right. Stop it. He'll get her name right. He'll get her name right. Stop the pleasuring. That's what you do.
Listen, y'all
That's not how that works.
Don't
That's not
listen
how
to
that
them.
works.
That's not how that works. No.
Oh, it's not a
Pleasuring.
two-way street. It's not a two-way street with the names.
No, what? I don't
now
know.
we
Like
got
we don't care what name you call us if you just gonna keep pleasuring. We don't care.
But we care.
Okay.
Be clear. We care.
Okay. Y'all don't see the important part of the finishing of the pleasure. Y'all don't see that. Y'all worried
Not
about
if
the
you're
name.
calling me by some other woman's name.
But if you finish, I'm gonna get your name right. I promise you.
That's how we fix it.
And if we stop, you're going to get our names right. Yes.
See right there.
It's
Let me
gonna
tell you something.
You tell him Jerome.
You know who need their butt whipped? Them two teenagers. That's who need their butt whipped. Them right there.
They knew what they were doing.
Just finish the pleasuring is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Will everybody be fine? Everybody be more relaxed. Everybody can talk, and everybody get everybody's name right.
Calmly.
If you just finish the pleasuring. But now we in an uproar, and listen. Your name is Belinda. I know her name is Belinda. I didn't call you that. That's the only why I got it like that. That's the only why
You
she's mad.
said it, Derek.
Yeah.
And I cannot go to sleep like this. We gonna have to do something.
Get my name right. I just want my name. Just want my name. Just want my name.
All right. I'm finna be moving furniture around here. I'm telling you. I'm finna be moving furniture.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. You can download it today. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, Junior, you wanted to talk about some more of the things that the Gen Z generation is missing out on. Okay, we'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Junior, you wanted to talk about some more of the things that you thought the Gen Z generation was missing out on. Like what?
Yeah.
We talked about they don't go to concerts anymore. We talked about the cell phone situation.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, they go to concerts. They just got the phone.
The phone.
The phone always in the way.
Yeah.
You know,
concerts.
because like for us, man, like falling off a bike. Just falling off a bike was fun. When you fell off the bike, we just got back up on it and rode again. We ain't had no helmets, no elbow pads, knee pads. We ain't had none of that. No, you just fell off a bike. That's all it was.
You need to scrape your knee. You need
Please.
Part of life. Yeah, it's part of life.
life.
No.
And you
And
weren't
don't
going
come
to
running
the
home
ER.
with it either.
Right. We're not going nowhere.
Yeah, we just keep playing. Put a little spit on there. Put your finger in your mouth. Put a little spit on there. And we're good.
And listen, if you do run home with that scrape on your knee, what were they going to do to you? They're going to douse it with some alcohol, which is going to damn near have you hollering.
Send you right back out there.
Or they might put a little spit on it.
But you had to do that.
Seatbelts? We didn't even have seatbelts.
No,
you had your mama's right arm. That's what you had.
Yes.
I still do that to this day.
My mama had
that
the
was your
strongest
airbag.
right arm.
That's your airbag.
It was.
None of that.
Car seats. We could ride in the front seat with our parents in their laps sometimes. Crazy stuff, right?
I've seen 6 kids in a back seat. I've seen it. I've been one of them.
It can be done. It can be done.
Yeah. No, you can do that. I'm talking about, I'm 15 months back there by myself, just walking on the back seat. I'm just walking by. I'm looking out each window. I'm going to each window. On each side, just by my, didn't nobody care. Sometimes I sat on the floor behind the seat. Didn't nobody know where I was in the back.
You wasn't even in the seat.
Listen, if you didn't ride with your head out the window and the air hitting you in the face, if you didn't do that, you have not lived yet.
No.
But what about cigarettes? What about cigarettes? If your parents or grown people smoked around you, you inhaled all of that secondhand smoke. All
and went to go buy them.
And yes.
Go get 'em.
Yes.
I didn't care.
Come here. I want you to go down there and give me a pack of Benson Heads and Menthol Light 100 in the South Pack. And I mean, you better hurry your butt on back. And I mean it.
Don't bring back the hard pack, South Pack. I'm going to send you back down there.
It's because everybody at the store
come back with that box. That box going to cut my shirt up. Don't you bring that box.
Because everybody knew your family knew you. You know,
times are different now.
They already knew you at the store. Yeah. My mama want an OE. I'll go on right back there and get it. 10.
An OE?
I'm 10. Go out there and get it. I'm walking down the street with a brown bag in my arm.
All right.
And a RC Cola for me.
Yeah. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, things are different now, guys. Social media advice. A man's relative is faking an illness for money. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. It's Las Vegas, it's the 1990s, and it is time to find a husband.
There were 4 Jewish doctors who were felt to be eligible bachelors. One of them was Bob Berenbaum.
On paper, he was perfect, but in reality...
This guy's a wacko.
He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister.
You can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
How Rude, Tanneritos is the Full House Rewatch podcast you've been waiting for. Each week, get together with iconic characters Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler, also known as actresses Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber, as they team up to relive every episode of your favorite Friday night comfort show.
We spent our entire childhoods on a little show called Full House, playing frenemies, but becoming besties whenever the cameras weren't rolling. And now, 35 years later, it's our biggest adventure yet.
Get ready for Jodie and Andrea to tell all as they take an in-depth look back at life in and around the Tanner home from the very beginning. So if you think you know everything there is to know about Full House, how rude.
We'll be reliving every moment with you, and we'll be joined by our Full House family, including all your favorites from 192 episodes. We'll reveal the hidden treasures you may have missed within the show, and we'll take a trip down memory lane together.
Listen to How Rude, Tanneritos on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, this one's from Facebook, and it's from Mickey. And Mickey writes, this one is all kinds of messed up. I'm not sure what to do about it. I just found out that a cousin of mine is having financial problems. So to help himself out, he's decided to put the news out there that he's got a devastating and expensive illness, and he's asking people for money to help with his medical bills. I am 99.9% sure this is BS, and I don't want to see people taken advantage of. I am also not a fan of sticking my nose in other people's business, so how much should I get involved in this? That's what she wants to know. Mickey.
You better tell the family members that you close to that you think this some BS. At least tell them. Now, you already know how it goes in the family. I'm going to tell you, but don't say nothing. Do you know how that travels around the entire family? It's going to get around. So eventually your cousin going to know that the word is out on it. But I would nip it in the bud. To hell with him. He'll get over it.
Yeah.
To hell with him.
Just expose
him. Just go and say, hey, man, quit running game on everybody.
No, I ain't giving you $1. I'm not doing nothing. I want to see how long this illness is going to last. Let's see how long. Let's find out how devastating this illness and expensive this illness is. Because you seem pretty healthy to me. I ain't seen a doctor's appointment. Nothing. You ain't did nothing. Where are your medical equipment in this house since it's so expensive and it's devastating? Right. I don't see a defibrillator in here. Nothing. I don't see no wheelchair, no walker. You fine from far as I can see. I'm not going to do it. I'm not giving you a dollar. Yeah, where your oxygen tank at? Since it's expensive and devastating. No.
He doing a verbal GoFundMe. That's what he doing.
Yeah. That's it.
He run a game.
That's it.
So
right,
she should expose them. You saying tell
Absolutely.
Yeah, throw him out there.
Since you're so devastatingly sick and it's expensive, let me see if you make it the next Tuesday. The next Tuesday, you here? Okay. Okay.
All right. Listen, we have time for another one. This one's from Rodney on Steve Harvey FM. Rodney says, I've got a new neighbor that moved in next door about 6 months ago, and I've tried to be friendly, welcoming, and hospitable, but now I'm wondering where the line is and if it's finally time to cross it. The guy's constantly blaring music at inappropriate hours, letting his kids set off fireworks when everyone else is trying to sleep, which drives the dogs insane. And he and his son have nonstop belching contests on the deck, which we can hear inside our house. I don't want to be that guy and start a feud with the guy I'm going to be living next to for years, presumably, but I also don't want to live with this on a daily basis. What's the best way to handle this without escalating it into something ugly?
Okay, these houses are too damn close. If you can hear a belch, these houses are way too close. You got
belching contest with your son. Ew.
And you're trying to ask, where do I draw the line? Let me tell you where that line is. That line is right there on that fence line. You better not take your butt over there. Okay? Leave that man and his kids alone. Hopefully they'll tone down after a while. But now the fireworks, that bothers me.
Yeah.
That could get out of control.
Yeah.
The fireworks can get out of control. So buy you some fireworks so if it get to jumping off, you can at least shoot some over that way too. Fight it with it. Fight fire with fire.
Yeah, what you think, Junior?
Because this don't make no sense.
But what if they live in like a townhome or they in like the Baltimore, Philly area, with the row houses, everything, it could be really, really close.
Somewhere where the belches is echoing. They say somewhere.
But they're nonstop, these belching contests. They're nonstop inside.
It just tell me how deplorable of people you dealing with too. Just belching contests. Come on, man. Just all night long.
Yeah.
We got belching, we got fireworks, we got music, and we got dogs that's going crazy behind it. That's what we got.
Yeah. And all this music. Yeah.
So he can't knock on the door and he can't
ask him nicely. They don't seem
and what
like
they gonna do? Belch
people,
right there
Carla.
in front of you?
They don't seem like those kinds of people, Carla. All right, thanks, guys. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up in about 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, figure this one out, guys. Is this brilliant or are they a thief? A mom has her followers divided on TikTok after bragging about using expired wristbands from an all-inclusive resort to go back there with her kids and take advantage of the free food and drinks. So, call me a thief all you like, but I enjoyed my week of free food and drinks, she wrote. She said the hotel employees never checked their wristbands when she and her kids entered the facility. So she said, I was really conscious that they'd notice, but luckily they didn't. So what do you guys think? Was this a brilliant move or is she a thief?
It's trifling. You stealing. It's trifling. Come on, man. And you got your kids in this too?
Huh? What'd you say?
And she got her kids involved in this. You're just trifling.
You don't think it was a little brilliant?
No.
Because they didn't ask to see her wristband, so she just used them again to go again.
I wouldn't be bragging about it. I'd stay off TikTok with this. You got away with the crime. That's why I don't make good criminals, because you got to tell all the time. Just go ahead and get your free food. Your free week.
Genius. School them, Junior. Not setting a good example for the kids, though, for sure.
Not at all.
So you don't
And
think
bragging
babies,
about it.
when your babies come home and be done stole something, what you supposed to do to them? You gonna sit out and talk to them?
I got it from my mama. We got it from my mama.
I need to see if I can find these Disney wristbands.
All right, guys, coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play another round of Would You Rather right after this.
Don't y'all take them wristbands out. We going to dinner this evening.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Let's jump right into it. Would you rather never be able to add salt or sugar to anything again?
I don't have to have that salt.
I don't need the salt.
Me neither.
I got to have that sugar, though.
Yeah, I gotta have the
Really?
sugar.
Yeah, I don't need that salt. That salt ain't good no way. I don't need the salt.
But sugar is.
But sugar is delicious.
I took my favorite.
So you're just eating bland food. Okay. But very sweet.
I mean, how am I going to get some Kool-Aid without that sugar? I got to have that sugar.
Would you rather be a famous singer or a famous actor? Interesting.
I'm gonna be a famous singer.
I knew you were going to say singer because
What?
you already think you're part of Jodeci.
I
You going to be
promise
with
you.
Joseph?
Dog, I'm gonna be with Joe. Dog, I'd rather do that, man. I mean, I can't read all of them paperworks and all them lines you be
All the
studying, Tommy, all them scripts and stuff. Y'all can't do all that. But turn this music on and watch me show out.
Ooh, yeah.
That's it.
All right. Would you rather suddenly be elected senator or suddenly become CEO of a major company? Which one?
I'm with the major company. I'd be damned if I'm in politics. I'm not doing that at all.
Yeah. Nah, I gotta be CEO of a company.
CEO.
Yeah. CEO.
Okay.
You ain't gonna be talking to me crazy in the Senate. It's gonna be a fight in the Senate every other day if I'm in
On the Senate floor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, every
vote.
day.
Every
I'm telling you something. The senator out of Arkansas gonna have to check himself today. I'm telling you. I'm not playing today.
The distinguished gentleman from Arkansas. You don't
watch
want
his
this.
tone.
Right. Watch his tone.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather be pelted with tennis balls for 2 minutes or would you rather be pelted with water balloons for 10 minutes? Tennis balls for 2 or water balloons for 10?
Water balloon. Them
Really?
tennis balls going to hurt after a while, y'all.
But you got to go 10 with water balloons.
I'm cool with that.
Water
I'm cool. You know how hot it is? Come on with them balloons.
Yeah, the balloons. Yeah. Yeah, I get water balloons. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
No.
All right. After a freshly mowed lawn, would you rather eat a cup of lawn clippings or a cup of dirt?
Thoroughly.
Come on, just say it.
Now we eating grass?
Okay, that's what you want to do. What about you, Junior?
I don't want to do neither one of them.
You got to pick one.
If I pick one, I'm gonna go with grass. Okay, the grass.
Okay, great.
I ate dirt when I was 3.
Yeah.
I ate dirt.
Mud pies, yes. All right, here's the last one. Would you rather look 10 years older from the neck up or 10 years old or from the neck down?
10 years older?
10 years older from the neck up or the neck down?
In the face.
Up.
I
No.
can't be 55 in the face.
I guess
No.
down.
Neck down. Ooh, y'all ain't finna be talking about me.
My stomach 60.
That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour. It's our last break of the day, and we'll close out the show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. It's Las Vegas, it's the 1990s, and it is time to find a husband.
There were 4 Jewish doctors who were felt to be eligible bachelors. One of them was Bob Berenbaum.
On paper, he was perfect, but in reality,
This guy's a wacko.
He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister.
you can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Here we are, guys, our last break of the day on this Tuesday. It's been a good day. Hey, we have to say a special thank you and shout out to Jeff Jenkins, star of Nat Geo's show, Never Say Never. I love that. Nat Geo. Yeah, Never Say Never. We definitely have to check that show out because Jeff Jenkins is all over the world showing us how to travel. He's been to Iceland. He's been to New Zealand, everywhere that you maybe not would think of going. Well, he goes there and shows you how to do it real big. Mm-hmm.
I'm not finna go get on no glacier. I'm not finna do that.
Yeah, he's done that.
Iceland.
I've been melted that whole glacier because we're going to start a fire. We're going to get it crunk up.
Now, you just started global warming and everything.
All right. Listen, guys, before we get out of here, there's a story about a woman giving up her window seat to a mom and 2 kids. Carla, what's the story on this?
Okay, so I saw this on the Today Show. So this woman refused to give up her window seat to a mom who had 2 kids. Now, the mom gets on the plane and asks this woman to switch seats. And
like a lot of people do. Yeah.
Yes. Now, her kids, in this woman's defense that didn't give up the seats, her kids were 11 and 15, first of all. They appeared to be that age. But anyway, she wanted to sit with her kids. And so the woman was like, well, I'll be happy to switch with you if I get the same seat. So she wanted the woman who had a window seat to switch and go to a middle seat.
Oh, hell no.
Behind her.
Hell no.
Right. So the mother made it known, complaining to everybody on the plane that this woman wouldn't switch with her. I won't say everybody on the plane, but people around her. This woman wouldn't switch with her. And even though some of the people sitting near the mother was like, well, she's right.
Yeah.
People don't mind switching seats, but you're not even given an equal seat.
Yeah, a middle seat? No, thank you.
Y'all know how much, I'm on the plane.
Yeah, we all fly a lot, but you guys fly a little bit more. But go ahead, Tommy.
But that middle, let me tell you about that middle. That middle ain't no joke. Let me tell you something. Because the person on the left and the right, I don't know why they feel like they own the armrest. So now when you in the middle, now you got both your arms to your side. The middle is painful. It's painful. It's brutal.
I'm in that middle seat before. I start the elbow fight as soon as I sit down. I don't care what you say. I'm getting these armrests. You got the window and the aisle. I'm taking these armrests. I start that fight soon.
Commandeering.
But some people, the woman said on TikTok too, because people are commenting on her TikTok page, and she was saying that people were like, well, that was poor planning on the mother's behalf. Buy your tickets in advance and so you can sit with your family. So how is that my problem?
Don't just assume that you're going to, somebody's going to give up their seat for you. Don't just assume that. Especially the window seat.
I would have told that mother, if I was to sit at a window seat, I told the mother, I'm going to look at the kids. You can go sit down. They be fine.
Yeah. So she tried to shame the woman with the window seat.
The mom did. And she complained. This woman said that she complained for about 15 minutes. But people were saying, nah, man, that's not like a personal problem. Get your tickets in advance and plan in advance. So
I'd have bought her a glass of wine and sent it back there to her, but I'm not giving you my damn seat.
Send this back to 32
Send that back there to the lady.
E by the lavatory. She's back by the lavatory.
Definitely.
Have you guys ever had to do that though? Have you been asked to switch seats? And
I have, and I've done it.
I've done it.
But it's always been an even exchange, though.
I've done it.
I've also had people do it for me. If they, if I'm traveling with my daughter back in the day, they would give up a seat or whatever if we had to, whatever. People are nice for the most part.
I'm not getting off that window for that middle seat, though. I'm not doing it.
And it's their choice. You can't assume that somebody's going to do
sitting right
that
there looking out that window. Yeah, we taking off. I could see the airport. We just took off. I'd be over there commentating to these. I could see the airport we just took off. We just left. Oof. Look nice down there.
I'm not getting wrong for that, Junior.
I don't care, Shirley. Your mama done sat there and just berated me for 15 minutes. I'm giving updates on this flight. Look at the Statue of Liberty. The show can't see it. Look at it. Y'all should see how high that torch is. Woo! That torch is up there.
Lady Liberty, huh?
Yeah.
What's y'all's preference? Window or aisle?
Oh, window.
Oh, window.
Window for sure.
Yeah, I'm window.
I used to prefer the aisle because, I was so claustrophobic at one time about flying. Now that I'm better at that, I take the window. Yeah.
I like the aisle. Tasha likes the window. I like the aisle.
Yeah.
Now, when the three of us are traveling together, guess who gets the middle seat?
Carla.
Because my husband gets the aisle, Tasha gets the window, and I'm in the middle. I mean every flight. Every flight.
I make sure Jackie on that aisle because Jack got to go to the bathroom too much for me.
Oh,
and all that crawling over me. That's too much.
Yeah,
but I'm in the middle.
Which is why I like the one window seat for that very reason. All that moving and
man,
interruption.
All this talk about airplanes just got me thinking about the day I saw Halle Berry face to face
on a flight.
Didn't say anything.
Now, was she in an aisle or a window seat?
She was on the aisle. I was on the window.
Are you crying?
It was across the aisle, and we made eye contact.
I was on the plane with Robert De Niro before. I didn't say anything. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yep. He was sitting right.
So you
in
just
front of
put
me.
your bag in the overhead compartment.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
I didn't say anything.
There it is, baby. That's it right there. The Steve Harvey Morning Show. We hope y'all enjoyed the ride. In the words of my uncle, talk to God. He would love to hear from you. Until tomorrow, be in peace.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. Back in the 1990s in Las Vegas, a few of us dated the most eligible bachelor in town, Bob.
He spoke several languages. He did medical missionary work, and he was Jewish. He was perfect on paper.
But he wasn't. He really wasn't.
He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
Bob could lie about anything.
It only takes the one time and somebody ends up dead.
Unfortunately for Bob, us girlfriends know how to fight back.
I wanted him to pay for his crime. He needed to be put to justice.
I'll be honest with you, if I saw him right now, I'd spit on him.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister. I will always hound you and haunt you.
You can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On How Rude, Tanneritos, the Full House Rewatch podcast. Join characters Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler, also known as actresses Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber, as they relive every episode of your favorite Friday night comfort show.
We spent our entire childhoods on a little show called Full House, playing frenemies, but becoming besties whenever the cameras weren't rolling. And now, 35 years later, it's our biggest adventure yet.
Listen to How Rude, Tanneritos on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey guys, it's Angie Martinez. Check out my podcast, Angie Martinez IRL, where we have beautiful conversations with all types of people. From Kelly Rowland to Mike Tyson to Kim Kardashian to JT from the City Girls. These are conversations about real life. We talk about love and death and our mental health and how we navigate all the ups and downs of life. And I promise every episode, there'll be a takeaway for you to use in your own real life. Check out Angie Martinez IRL on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you ready for a second season of the Super Secret Bestie Club podcast? My name is Curly.
And I'm Maya. And this is a best friends club, and you can definitely sit with us.
Each week, we'll talk about relationships, heartbreaks, and of course, our favorite L word,
love. And
horoscopes, astrology, according to our point of view.
We're not oracles, but we know a toxic Virgo when we see one. I'm pointing at you, Curly.
That's right. Listen to the Super Secret Bestie Club on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.